Hey everyone, I wanted to do a review on the Makeup Forever Professional HD High Definition Foundation, as well as the Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense lipsticks. The foundations I purchased myself at the IMATS International Makeup Artists Trade Show in LA back then this past summer, and as for the lipsticks, these were sent to me by them. They were sent to me for review consideration, so I'll let you know what I think about those. Let's start with the foundations. I have them in 3 shades because they sold them as a set, discounted at the show, which is great because these originally retail for about $40 to $42 per bottle. They contain 1.01 fluid ounces. So let me read out to you what it claims to do. It claims that it's an oil-free medium to full coverage liquid foundation that covers skin imperfections flawlessly while remaining invisible on screen and in real life. And what it does is that this foundation creates a soft focus effect which is designed to meet the coverage concerns of those in the spotlight. It leaves your complexion with such a flawless finish it can withstand bright or harsh lighting. And it has at least 25 shades. They may have over 25 shades now. And they have them with all different kinds of undertones. For example, I believe these 3 have a beige undertone to them, but there are some with olive undertone, yellow undertone, and pink undertone. So you're very likely to find a color that matches you, which is great. I actually do have one of the foundations on right now. It's not my perfect shade. It's a bit too dark for me, and it does have a beige undertone. I have more of yellow olive undertones in my skin, so this isn't the perfect shade for me. It is in number 128, and I applied it on earlier. So I have tried this on myself, I've tried it on others, at photo shoots, on other clients, and what do I think of them? There are definite pros and cons to this. Okay, so some of the major pros is that it really does create a very smooth, soft effect on the skin. It doesn't look overly caked on, it doesn't look overly thick. It feels very light, which is good, and it doesn't take too much to get, a good bit of coverage. They say that it's medium to full coverage. Some will argue that this is light to medium, some will say it's medium. I believe it's medium coverage because if you cake too much of this on, it doesn't look very good. It can start to look a little bit cakey. And so I like to apply, kind of like a thin layer of it, and then any spots that need a little bit of extra concealing, I just apply concealer over. So I would say it's more of a medium coverage. The consistency, and I'll pump a little bit out for you so you can see. Just spread that out with my finger. It's very creamy. It does have a kind of like a sticky feeling to it, and it's definitely not a matte finish. My skin may look matte now because I applied a blot pressed powder to my face, but it has more of a semi-matte finish. I wouldn't call it dewy either, but if you have oily skin, your skin will start to look dewy in a matter of like a few hours or so. But the pros is that it blends out really nicely, very smoothly. It does look amazing in photos. If you recall, I posted a picture of myself on Facebook a while ago asking if you could guess what foundation I had on. I had this foundation on, as well as MAC's blot pressed powder to set the face, and my skin just looked flawless. It definitely gives your face that flawless appearance. Someone as myself, I have pretty oily skin. I wouldn't recommend it to those with combination to oily skin just because the major con to this foundation is that it's not the longest lasting. I prefer to use it on shoots where I can touch up the models and such, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for weddings unless the person has pretty dry skin and their face doesn't, sweat or produce a good bit of oil, because your face will look very shiny and the makeup will melt off. Aside from that, the coverage is quite nice. The finish is gorgeous. The biggest con is that it's just not the most long-lasting foundation. I've even applied it on someone who has dry skin and her face did start to look a bit shiny. So after a few hours, your face can look a little dewy. If you like that, then you probably will love this. But that is my thought on these $40 to $42 foundations. Now, as for the lipsticks, I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you guys. This lightest one is in number 18, and find some clean spots on my hand here. Don't mind the swatches. This first color has a bit of that shimmer to it, that pearl finish to it. This does not agree with my lips because I kind of feel that gritty, chunky glitter feeling. That just makes my lips very dry, so I'm not too fond of this particular formula. But the other two lipsticks are different. They are more of a cream finish. This one is in number 36, which is a really, really bright, intense fuchsia color, which I think is really fun. As you can tell, the pigmentation is intense and it just really pops out at you. And then this last one, which is a really gorgeous red color, number 44. And that's that color. You can definitely wear it more sheerly or really build up the pigmentation, which is great. These are available in a very wide range of shades. I would definitely wear a lip liner under these because they have a good bit of slip. Like, they can, especially with the deeper colors, you wouldn't want it like bleeding outside of your lip line, which it will. So you definitely do want to wear a lip liner with it. And that about wraps up this review on those two different types of Makeup Forever products. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Bye!